Kurogo is a kind of roles in Japanese traditional theater like kabuki and ningyo-jewelry stages for helping actors or puppet operators as a role of an ear or the nothing. So I'm nothingness itself and a kind of invisible power. We had 50 basic Japanese sounds, and each sound has each meaning and power, of which name is Kotodama. Perhaps something common in your language may also come up. Surely the origins of words or syllables have some various opinions, arguments, and rumors every time, but I will show you some of them that I researched. In addition, this video includes my viewpoints. Okay, anyway, enjoy this one as an entertainment, please. Today's sounds are e, re, o, wo. At first, e. There are various meanings about e, such as when you are surprised, when you feel doubt, and when you understand what someone says, It represents a perception against a change of situation, I fear. Spread your lips a little to the side, relax your throat, and pronounce e from the back of your throat. According to Akimasa Yamagoshi, e mainly means gathering and acquiring. E also means getting something. For example, if you know which plant can be eaten, and you can choose it, you will get something to eat as a result. I will introduce some of the old Japanese words that start with e. They are e, erashi, and en. E has two kinds of e. One is e in a line, a, I, U, E, O, and the other is e in ya line, ya, I, U, E, yo. Strictly speaking, it is said that there are originally a little bit pronunciational difference between them. Therefore, e in ro indicates ability, and e in ya-ro means extending ability like a row. E means getting. In addition, when you get something, you need to choose which you can get. For example, if you cannot choose which food is able to eat, you cannot get any food. Thus, e means collecting and gathering something. Next is e. This character is old Japanese one. It seems that the image of e was often expressing a negative emotion. For example, there was an expression like "shishie." It meant how suffering. But there were not the expression like "yoshie," which meant how good. This is because e is a weak pronounced vowel than e, and e is more likely to be applied to weak voice than e, I guess. As to pronunciation, originally a mouth was narrowed and u was exhaled. Lips were extended sideways, throat was relaxed, and you pronounced e from the back of throat. E mainly means gathering and acquiring together in harmony. E has the meanings of snuggling, circulating, and connecting. From a developed view of it, it has the meanings of understanding. It's a situation like going around and encountering someone or something and understanding them. Some of the old words that start with A are eguru, eu. A means to link an object with your own image and copy it onto paper, rock, clothes, etc. About A, it fascinates animals. Esa is a method of collecting animals and feeding them. Eguru is making a hole with a knife, moving and turning around. Eu meaning to be absorbed in something too much. So eu is related to alcohol. And eu is absorbed in work, which is workaholic. Even today in Japan, a narcissist who likes himself too much is expressed as that person has got drunk on himself. In English, it may be close to something holic. In this way, it means to understand things and to get knowledge in counting someone and something. Next is O. There are various meanings of O, such as when you were surprised, oh, when you were convinced, oh, when you begin to fight with someone, you say, raw. When you are deeply convinced of the situation, this O sound seems to come out as your voice. How to pronounce O is making a circle with your lips. Open your throat and make sounds from the back of your throat. O mainly means the response against some reactions. Suddenly, when something happens in front of your eyes, we are surprised at it and say O. O express basically something big or object itself. O includes o, oho, oyoso, omo, otsu, oku, and oki. O is a big and great, and often means o, which is one of the honorific words. This presents respect and consideration for the other person around him or her, especially for the person who are opposite. And since the word oho also represents greatness and respect. For example, grandfather was called Okina, a man who can be respected, and grandmother was called Omina, a woman who can be respected. Grandfather and grandmother were said to be worthy of respect because they live a long life and know a lot about the world history and many things. Oyoso or oyoso means around or about, that to say, comparing roughly. Omo referred to great protection, which was related to the protector for family or organization. That to say, it meant the master. So, the face of this master was called Omo. Therefore now, Omo means face itself. Ots meant largely shrinks. After that, it meant becoming inferior. In other words, this implies that the degree was low. In addition, if Ots shrank a lot, it became Ozu, that is scared. By the way, Oto means sound. That is to say, Oto is harmony to emitted from objects. O. Next is Oku, which represents the concave part of the large space. Similarly, Oki refers to Oku, far from the beach. In this way, O means something coming from something big. The last is wo. Many of the images of o are similar to o about interjection. When we approve, we say o, which is close to wo. In fact, o means acceptance and affirmation. Furthermore, when many people say confronting something like battle, they roar so loudly like "Whoa!" It is an image that something will happen by many people. How to pronounce is purging your lips and saying "u," loosen your lips, opening your throat, and saying "o" from the back of your throat. "O" mainly means the response with harmony against some reactions. Here are oku, oru, osa, and oshi. Oku meant to continue straight for a long time, and if someone comes in from the front without permission, it will be okasu. Oku was holding of long object. About osa, O of osa is folding and organizing, and sa is state. So osa meant the people who could fold and organize something or instructed to do so. Therefore, osa meant a boss. Oshi meant regrettable itself, and it also meant that the regrettable feeling remains for a long time or forever. In this way, O has a meaning that taking something and continuing to connect it to the next development. So much for today. I will come back and see you the next. See ya.